Here's a fact that nobody questions anymore. Walk into almost any major hotel in the world. New York City, London, Toronto, even Sydney. Step into the elevator and try to press the button for the 13th floor. You can't, because it isn't there. The buttons go from 12 directly to 14. But here's the strange part. The floor still exists. The concrete is there, the rooms are there, people sleep there every night. And yet, officially, that floor does not exist. And we've accepted this so completely that most people never even stop to question it. But maybe we should. Because the deeper you look into the mystery of the number 13, the stranger it becomes. We're told that 13 is unlucky. But what if that explanation was never the real story?
Because for most of human history, 13 was never feared. It was sacred. Look at the moon. A solar year contains almost exactly 13 lunar cycles, not 12. And yet the entire modern world runs on a 12-month calendar. 12 months, 12 hours on a clock, 12 inches in a foot, 12 items in a dozen. Modern civilization is built on the number 12. But nature? Nature keeps pointing back to 13. The ancient Maya civilization built sacred calendars around the number 13. Their astronomical systems were so accurate, they could predict Venus cycles and eclipse patterns centuries ahead of time. The Aztec civilization did the same. So did the ancient Egyptians. Celtic traditions used 13 moon cycles. Many indigenous North American tribes tracked the lunar year using 13 sections on a turtle shell. Different civilizations, different continents, same number. That pattern is hard to ignore.
Now think about this. Removing a number from society isn't easy. Not from one building, not from one city, but from thousands of hotels, hospitals, airports, office towers across the entire world. That requires something bigger than superstition. And here's the strangest part. There is no law requiring buildings to remove the 13th floor. No international regulation, no signed agreement. And yet, somehow, almost everyone follows the same rule. Why? Even airplanes often skip row 13. For years, Formula One avoided the number 13 entirely. At different points, even NASCAR had long stretches where the number simply disappeared. Not retired, not honored, just gone. And when a pattern repeats across industries, countries, and centuries, it stops looking random.
Now here's where the story gets deeper. The modern Gregorian calendar is based on 12 months, but the moon doesn't follow 12 cycles. It follows 13. And some ancient cultures actually used 13-month calendars. Ethiopia still uses a calendar with 13 months today. The ancient Druids used a 13-moon calendar tied to nature and lunar cycles. So why did the 12-month system dominate the world? Because 12 is easier to divide. Perfect for measurement. Perfect for administration. Perfect for control. But 13? 13 is prime. It doesn't divide cleanly. And maybe that's exactly why older cultures considered it sacred. A number that resists division. A number that stands alone. And maybe that's why the number had to be transformed. Because erasing a number from architecture is one thing, but erasing it from human consciousness, that requires fear. You have to make people uncomfortable with it. You have to make it feel cursed. And slowly, generation after generation, that's exactly what happened.
But here's the question nobody asks. What if 13 was never dangerous? What if the real danger was remembering it? Look closely at the Great Seal of the United States.
13 stars, 13 stripes, 13 arrows, 13 leaves, 13 levels on the unfinished pyramid. The founders clearly understood the symbolism of the number, and yet modern society pretends it means nothing. We debate the all-seeing eye, we debate secret societies, but almost nobody talks about the repeated appearance of 13 itself. Why? Because we've been taught not to. We've been taught that 13 is silly, superstitious, unimportant, nothing to see here. But maybe the strangest thing about all of this is how successful the erasure was. Because today, people skip from 12 to 14 without thinking twice, without asking why. And maybe that was always the goal. Not just to erase a number, but to erase the question itself. I started this investigation thinking it was just about a missing floor in a building. But the deeper I looked, the more it felt like something bigger. A hidden shift in the way humanity measures time. The way humanity organizes reality itself. Because the way a civilization counts time shapes the way it thinks. And maybe someone understood that long ago. Maybe they realized that a people connected to lunar cycles, natural rhythms, and the ancient pulse of 13 might become harder to standardize, harder to control. And maybe that's why the number disappeared. Not by accident, but by design. And now, you've seen it too.